I always love to do wedding nails, but especially blinky ones. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna get right into this video today. So this is my client. These are her natural nails. I haven't done her nails since the beginning of the pandemic, but I was taking just a few clients here and there, as y'all know, and her wedding was coming up and she asked if I was able to do her nails. So yeah, of course. And I like to do wedding nails for any special event because I love a good theme. And her colors were rose gold and I guess like blush, I think she told me, but also like anything diamondy type. I wouldn't say clear. Clear's not a color, right? But like diamondy, sparkly bling, you know? Yeah. So her natural nails have apparently been going through it the past year and a half, but we're not really judging. We're just describing what's happening. So her nails are pretty thin, a little. We're gonna exercise caution. So I'm using the itty bitty bit from Elegance to remove the cuticle from her nail plate, and I'm using this. I've been using it. You'll know it's kind of newer to me. I got the Elegance bit set, the e-file bit set. Anyway, so I had been using it about 8,000 RPMs, but because of just the way her nails were, I use it at about 6,000. This is the Cutie Patootie bit. This is a diamond bit as well, except it has diamond burrs. Not except, but it also has diamond burrs at the tip of it, so it kind of pushes the cuticle back at the same time. And that's how I started prepping these. And then I'm applying these coffin shaped tips, which I love so very much. And honestly, I see a lot of people selling these, and I believe I just got these from Amazon as far as I can remember. And this is how I apply my tips always. This is how I shape the nails. It's just when your hand is like that, it's more easier for me to control and to get it together, to see from a different perspective and to make sure everything's balanced, and trying to hold the hand, the edge of the free edge level with the earth, if that makes any good sense. So after I adhere those on, you can see I had a little air bubble in one of them, and I just kind of slipped some glue in there when I turned the hand over. And then I am filing these flush with the natural nail, and it looks like I'm filing her natural nail, and I'm not. I'm filing the tip and making it flush with her natural nail. And then I'll also lightly go over her natural nail just to add some etching. This looks very violent and not very violent. That's exaggeratory. That's hyperbolic. But it's sped up, so it looks like I'm just filing away at her natural nail, and I'm not filing the tip down flush and then etching the nail. And then I'm going in with this shaper bit, which is a diamond crosscut bit, and filing the edges of those tip towards the sidewall even more flush, because we don't want to bulk up around the sidewalls, because if we have the tip that's built up, then we add product, blah blah blah, and we're doing bling French, so the last thing we need is bulky nails. So anyways, I'm using Elegance Air Bond, Elegance Tack, and the Ideal Pink Jimmy Gel as a base gel because it does soak off, just in case. And I was deciding between Elegance's Ideal Pink and their Cosmetic Pink for this look. And I asked my client, she didn't care which one. I thought they both look good. And then we landed on Cosmetic Pink Builder. So I'm applying that Air Bond, and Air Bond is an air cured primer. It cures by the moisture in the air, and this client has a tendency to lift if not prepped absolutely great. She has more flexible nail beds. She's kind of one she doesn't have any hyperhidrosis or anything like that. But I find I've done her nails for a while, a little bit more of oily nail beds, so definitely I wanted to use that product on her. Then I applied like Elegance's Tack, cured that, and then I'm applying the Ideal Pink Jimmy Gel. I know it's not the same because we're using cosmetic pink, but it does. I'm just applying a thin layer to even out between the tip and the natural nail. And then I'm doing this just in case. I'm not sure if and when this client will be able to come back, so she'll be able to file down the hard gel portion, the cosmetic peak portion, and this will be soak off. So if she files it down, clips them down, she at least has a shot at soaking these off. I told you guys in the past, in previous videos, that I've been doing this because this is a soak off product. And when the pandemic started, I got a whole bunch of clients who were stuck with just hard gel nails and no way to soak them off because it doesn't soak off. So it's tragedy. So I am using my Alpha brush, the number 6 oval brush, which I absolutely love. Definitely recommend. I have a link down below if you're interested in purchasing. They're very affordable brushes. I've been using Alpha brush for years and years, 4 or 5 years by now. I always keep it on me, okay? And so I applied a slip layer, and I didn't cure. That was just the thin layer. I applied like polish, didn't cure. Everything else is cured. The Tack is cured. The Jimmy Gel is cured. We applied the slip layer, don't cure. And then I'm floating this layer on top of that slip layer. I'm floating that was very repetitive. But anyways, y'all see what's happening. And so again, I'm doing the same thing here. I'm applying a slip layer. This is the layer I'm applying like polish, and applying it thin and as close to the live skin as possible without touching it. And then I take a bigger bead of that builder gel and just float it down the nail. What we're looking for, you see I'm working towards the cuticle area, and I'm pushing that product back there. And then with just a light touch in the tip of the brush, again, this is sped up so it seems much more aggressive than it is. I don't like to move it too much as to prevent bubbles. You don't want to just mix and bubble up down the nail, whatever sound that was. Some people teach it that way, and I guess it depends on what you're doing. But because especially the nail bed part was going to be showing, because we were doing a French, I needed to make sure we didn't have no air bubbles or anything like that at all. Just taking the tip of this brush and moving my apex where it needs to go. I'm looking from the side. You guys can't tell, but I'm looking from the profile of the nail, making sure I like where it ascends and descends and get it as perfect as possible. Builder gel is very easy to file, so I'm not super like pressed about getting 100% perfect, but I need my thickness where I need my thickness, you know what I'm saying? The rest we can work out. So that's cured, and I am shaping the nail. Put a little hand clapping emoji for me getting these shaping clips lately. You guys have been asking for years, maybe not specifically you who's watching right now, but several of y'all. And look at this nail. This is how I always shape. Excuse my background, that's my little foreign background. Anyways, it's very, very hard to describe verbally what I do, but I tell you guys I hold the nail like this because I'm trying to get the free edge level with the earth. That just gives me perspective on how to balance these out, and I could see the nails next to each other from an angle I can't really see when the palm is facing down, when the palm is facing up. The fingers kind of move into a different position, and in this position I feel like I can shape them better and get them more uniform, because when the palm is facing down, fingers will twist in a weird kind of way. I'm just pausing to show you guys the shape that I had going. So I shape the underneath of the nail, under the free edge, and then I move on. This is a 3-dimensional job. It seems like shaping would be 2D, like you just need to literally shape the sides, the perimeter of the nail, but you need the perimeter and you need to taper in the surface accordingly. What does that mean? I'm showing you. So you can literally see where I'm filing at, like where it's buffed at. It's not literally only the edges. I'll file in the top surface of the nail to get the dimensions right, so it's not closer to me visually where it doesn't need to be. I'm trying my best to give y'all the information. And then I file underneath after I'm finished all that, because that matters. We like them straight side walls, if that's appropriate. Some people like curved nails. I don't really like curved nails, but if it's their natural nails, then they might naturally be curved. So we need to, I probably use this bit to go under a curved nail to make sure I have a nice, beautiful, smooth curve. You can't really do that with a hand file because it's straight and we're trying to make a curve, but that's not what's going on here, so let's stop talking about it, Tabytha. So I'm using the shaper bit, which is essentially a crosscut bit. This is from my Elegance. You can get a beautiful crosscut bit from Atwood Industries. You can get, of course, for years I've used many and plenty of beautiful, great bits from Atwood Industries. There's nothing wrong with that. I just have this kit from my Elegance and been using it, loving it, and just experiencing new bits. I don't want to be that person that's set, in all her ways. But, some things are good. Good things are good, and that's good. But, you got more than one good thing. And so I'm just getting these nails into shape, making sure they're flush towards the cuticle area. And I feel it with my thumb. You'll notice I do that often, and I hate to be redundant, but this is sped up, so you kind of catch it in at a different speed. It looks very fast and aggressive and not very well thought out. But I'm feeling the nails, making sure they're right. I'm looking at the periphery of the nail. Again, you can't kind of tell because I'm literally not on camera, but I'm looking at the left side of the nail, the right side of the nail. I look down the barrel of the nail. That's what I like to call it. No, I didn't make that up, but I don't know what's the proper, do y'all call it the barrel when you look down the straight on the nail? Right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyways, so I am just getting these into shape, and once I do that, I explored doing a different technique. You guys know I usually do this type of cuticle area work, the eponychium work, the dry skin off of the live skin work towards the beginning, but I thought I would do it at this point, and I kind of really appreciated doing this way. I did this set a week, 2 weeks ago or something like that, and I've been kind of doing this ever since, just because I feel like it just cleans it all up and we're ready for a design. Anything that may have gotten, because sometimes, you may accidentally touch the skin. We don't want to do that, but sometimes it happens. So in one foul swoop, I'm getting that dead skin off, kind of pushing back the eponychium or the cuticle area, we'll simply call it, in preparation for polishing and design, which would be even more applicable if we were doing like a full colored gel nail. We're doing a French, so that's not, not that we don't need to, but you would reap the most benefits of doing this if you were doing like a full color gel nail, especially a white, red, black, something bold. So it's just a tip. And then I'm cleansing off the nails, dusting them off, cleansing them, and getting them ready to go. And you can see I'm getting really nice and into the cuticle area, the side walls, getting that dust out, getting everything nice and cleaned up, because we got everything nice and flush with the file. Last thing we want is dust and dirt getting in our way. These are my clients' wedding nails. I have to make sure the perfectionism is locked in. So I'm using these rose gold beads. This is vintage rose Swarovski. And then I thought, did I use these? I can't remember if I used these. I think these are antique blush or antique rose or something. Rose gold, metallic rose gold from Swarovski. This is silk shimmer, but I did not end up using this. I ended up using Swarovski clear. This was the best little clip I had, but it's the crystal clear. I use that in many sizes. And this is the Joya Mia Sparks Gel Polish in number 21. This is the best clip I had. And then I am going in with a striper brush. This is the Poochie's Nails brush. in drawing my French. Now this video, I do have some time-lapse clips, many time-lapse clips. And I'm trying to give y'all as much information as possible, but I was focused a lot, like I said, on getting these as perfect as possible. I respected her time because these are her wedding nails. All in all, I read a comment the other day like, oh, you inconvenience your clients. One, this usually doesn't take in totality. If I combined all the little instances that I dedicate during the process to recording, probably no more than 1 to 2 minutes total, unless something crucial happens. But I keep my mount on my desk. I just clip the phone in. That's like 2-3 seconds to clip it in. I swing it out the way when I'm not using it. And every once in a while, I need to lean down and plug it in the charger. So that takes some time. As long as I don't run out of space on my phone, it's really not occupying a lot of their time. But I didn't want to let it get in my way at all. You see, I'm comparing the Frenches to make sure they're the same. I have to do that, or as close as possible. Like sisters who have the same parents who were born, like, you know, within a year from each other. That's what we're trying to do right here with these. That's what we're trying to make them look like, as close to identical as we can. So I put them next to each other to make sure we got the same, not even the same depth of the French, like how high up it goes, but the same like shape. Are we like a skinny almond looking nail bed? Are we wider? How far are we coming up right there on the side walls? Trying to just eye that and make sure it's as similar as possible and as proportionate, because the pinky is not as long as the nails, so it's different. We're just eyeball it, trying to make sure it all feels the same. Next, I'm going in with this holographic reflective gel polish, and this one is from Madam Glam, and it's called Bee's Knees. And so I'm just adding this to add a more sparkle effect, and that reflective holographicness is so good under Bling nails. Y'all watch that $400 full Bling fire set nail. You see that? If you didn't see that, go see it. I put a reflective gel underneath there, and that just brought it out, because crystals, most crystals, you know, there's special shaped ones, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't know. Most crystals, they're round in shape, especially with what we're doing. So a circle next to a whole bunch of different circles, it's not flush. You're gonna have gaps. That's the way shapes work, physics, the world works. And so in between those gaps, we want to have something that's a coordinating color and also kind of helps bring out the bling. So having something sparkly and eye-catching in between those gaps of those beautiful, sparkly, blingy Swarovski crystals is just going to make this the ultimate. And I want to tell you guys, none of the clips you're going to see, and I'm not exaggerating, none of the clips I caught do these nails justice on how beautiful they were. They were so pretty. Oh my gosh. I was so happy that I was able to do them and that they turned out so well. I felt so proud, and she was so happy with them. Yeah. So I'm using a crystal gel, a one that I recommend that is always great, I tell you guys, is the Daily Charm one. It's the one in the tube that I really prefer, that one. I'm testing out another one I have been for a while, but I have no problem with that one at all. So I recommend that. It's just a little costly. That's not a plug, but I do have a discount code for it. It's Tabytha and the number 10. There's a link down below, but that's not why I'm telling you guys. It's a great product. The end. So I'm just applying these crystals as I see fit, like literally. That the pun is intended. I am fitting them how I need to and making sure I alternate colors And so I get a nice little blend. I want a whole bunch of clear over here, a whole bunch of the rose gold over here. I want to get a nice little perfect blend of everything going on. I was going to do crystal AB at first, and I'm adding those beads into spaces, those micro beads. And you can get those at Daily Charm as well. And these are not micro beads. These are like the Crystal Pixie. These are the Daily Charm brand. Oh, and they're beautiful. I had to add this clip right before I did this voiceover, and this clip kind of sucks. It doesn't even really do it justice. Nothing does it justice. I need to figure out my lighting or something. Y'all just need to get in real life. And I did not cure this. This is still wet, and I'm sprinkling this on top just to fill in those gaps. And this makes it look super full. I put some more on the edge of that French just to perfect it. Make sure we get full maximum bling up for the whole entire French. This just really brought everything together between the micro beads and these Crystal Pixie. That just, I couldn't have been happier with these personally. And then tip I didn't tell you guys, and then I flash cured them. I tuck them in, you see, from the left and the right, and then I flash cure it before I put in the light to make sure they don't move. I get them perfect. So this is my little sped up clip. I'm sorry if you hate it, but I had to do time lapse because I just didn't want to really worry about it. I wanted to focus on getting these perfect. And so I'm tucking these in. I go from left to right. Oh, my little, y'all, I'm all over the place, always. My tip is to, when you're doing something like this, full bling nails, or even something like this, the crystals are mostly on the edge. I make the nails a little bit more narrow. Just in general, that's always been my style. If you're like, oh, I want a full, I usually ask which one you want full bling while I'm shaping the nail. And so I'm like, oh, why does it matter right now? Because I like to make it more narrow so the bling doesn't bulk it up too much, so I can compensate for that. So her other hand was supposed to be a different design, like a more swirly type thing, but she loved the French and loved this Joya Mia rose gold color so much. We just midway through, I was like, she was loving it, and I was like, I can do the other hand of French and do some cute little bling work on that hand. And she was like, yeah, sure, I love that idea. And so that's what we did. So I'm just drawing the French, and as you seen earlier, I matched this French on her left hand with the one on her right hand, just to make sure, again, they look like twin sisters as close as possible. Yeah. And so, oh God, I thought something was crawling on my leg in real life, y'all. I'm sorry. And so I'm just drawing this French. Isn't it kind of satisfying? I'm comparing her middle finger to her pointer. I believe that's what I'm doing, I think. And I'm just always comparing them just to make sure everything looks as good as it possibly can, and like it all goes together. And I've been kind of loving drawing Frenches lately. They can be very intimidating, but y'all, that's, it's intimidating doing like a pink and white. That is intimidating, y'all. Drawing a French on, oh, all day. Let's draw them on all day. We could do that just fine. Trying to like actually build the nail like a pink and white and get your nail bed and then put the white on, like, no. Nope. So then these are just little speed clips of me doing the bling work. I just want to throw them in case y'all appreciate them. I know they're super fast, but I had the clips. I wanted to put them in. So, don't give me a thumbs down if you hate it. And so I'm just showing, I had this clip also of me putting the second coat of that rose gold, and I swiped the edges. I know it's going super fast, you can't tell, just to make sure it's not bulked up too much on the free edge. We don't lose our clean shape. And then I'm applying the Young Nails Protein Bond to the nail bed portion, and then top coating with a no wipe top coat. And I didn't get a lot of the left hand and the bling over there, but she forgot she had, well, she didn't, we lost track of time, and she had an engagement, her wedding dinner, I don't know what it's called, y'all, she had to go to. So I wasn't even worried about recording. I just put the time-lapse thing on and got what I got, but y'all know what's happening. And then I am sealing around all those crystals with the top coat, and that is it. And this is the final look. You guys, put some little wedding bells or a bride or something down below if you're loving these nails. Look how beautiful they go with her ring. Catch a glimpse of her ring up there. Oh, so cute. She loved this set. I love this set. I hope you guys love this set. Maybe learn something. I know it went by fast, but you guys, you know, y'all say y'all love any videos, clips, anything I got, I'm putting it up. So we're trying to do Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday for uploads. So, and we're doing premieres, we can talk live as we watch the video together. I've been really loving that lately and speaking with you guys. And I really thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your time and support. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe and turn the bell on. Thank you guys. Bye.